Well, for the latest on this, let's bring in Nadine Theron in Cape Town. Nadine, first of all, was this vote a close one at all?
It was actually a close one. It may not sound close to international viewers if you say he won by 500 out of 4,500 votes, but polls ahead of the elections showed that Ramaphosa was ahead of the elections. He had double as much support as his opponent, former Health Minister Zweli Mkhize. So things obviously changed in the past 2 weeks, and no doubt that the Phala scandal, which is still being investigated, where foreign currency was stolen from the president's game farm, that definitely cast a shadow, as well as the charges laid by former President Zuma, which indicated just how serious Zuma supporters are of trying to get rid of President Cyril Ramaphosa. But it did not have as much impact, and the Zuma camp did not have the victory that they were hoping for. They were happy, though. They were happy, and they celebrated when they heard that their chosen candidate only lost by 500 votes, meaning it was quite a tight race at the end of the day.
So what does this mean going forward? How easy will it be for Ramaphosa to govern now?
Well, Ramaphosa will be surrounded by the ANC's National Executive Committee, who has also just been replaced and voted for. His deputy president will be Paul Mashatile, who is quite an interesting character, and many believe that he will be South Africa's next president. Because if Ramaphosa does get charged for the Phala scandal, and if crime investigators find that he is indeed guilty of, for example, money laundering, which is one of the possible charges, he will resign, and Paul Mashatile will step up as South Africa's next president. He's 60 years old, so he's a bit younger than most of our former presidents, Mashatile, and he is from Gauteng, the country's economic powerhouse. And he's very, very popular within the province, the country, and also with investors, because he's always maintained a level-headed stance, never been really radical with his political beliefs. You know, he's that same trust with investors he's garnered, that Ramaphosa has garnered. And on top of that, he's never been charged with any corruption scandals. Although his name has been mentioned in a few, it's never been proven, and he is basically a clean slate. The other people in the NEC does include someone who is involved in serious corruption. That's Nomvula Makonyane, a former Minister of Health and Sanitation, who is accused of a major corruption incident in one of the provinces that had to do with a water project. So that is actually taking water from South Africans. And she was named in the Zondo reports. She was involved in state capture under former President Zuma, and she will probably be charged in the next 2 years. So it was quite interesting that she will now be one of Ramaphosa's main advisors. The current Minister of Energy, obviously energy is the biggest subject of discussion in South Africa. He will remain the chairperson of the party. So that means that his views on energy, which is to still maintain some coal power stations in the country's future, that will stay.
Nadine, thank you so much for that. Nadine Theron reporting from Cape Town.